Why is he running weird? He run in slow motion.
Trying to see if he's an illusion or if he's basically seeing a human this close to Schmargonrog is odd.
Man, it's Grim Racket. Owen, I got nothing.
And I'll say that, with that you can essentially cast a version of Detect Thoughts, which allows you to, basically the spell is, you can read his surface thoughts, and then if you want to probe deeper, he gets to make an intelligence saving throw, and at that point, whether he succeeds or fails, he knows you're trying to read his mind.
Push.
Some things are private, and then the connections.
Oh, he's married.
So are we going to make tracks then? Because if he comes back and we're still here, he might be a little pissed.
You lead the way, Owen.
In some way that's not obvious that he was thinking that can't be a coincidence?
Can you tell him?
Rasmon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You can try to. Easy enough to find a moment where you can be quiet about it. Just give me a stealth check. See how obvious you're going to be about sneaking away from.
3.
That's stealth. Should be good for a rogue.
It is good. 9. 10, 11, 12.
12 stealth.
Oh no! Don't you have advantage? On things you're proficient in.
Which
you have
advantage?
not advantage. It's
20. Nat 20.
It's not
Nice.
It's not advantage.
It's not advantage.
I did
But
say
you'll basically
It's not advantage.
Look at it.
you'll end up with
Stunning.
19 anyway.
yeah.
Stunning.
It's
Yeah.
a reliable talent, so anything you're proficient in can't be less than a 10.
Oh,
So stealth is
yeah, I
10
forget.
plus
Yeah.
9.
On
19.
all of the dot ones, if you roll below a 10,
That's right.
just take
Honestly,
a
at
10.
a certain point with Rogue on stealth checks, I couldn't roll less than 25.
25.
I was like, 3, 10,
25.
plus 15, 25.
So 19 is the lowest you can roll on a stealth
Great. So
while conscious. So you sneak away to find Raz at some point as they're walking up the thing. He's trying to talk with you. So tell me about your armor. It's very unique. I've not
It's
seen it, so-
orcish.
Raz,
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
when I was
Yeah.
I want to watch
Very
this.
scary.
You guys talk. I wanna
Very
watch this.
scary.
Quite beautiful armor you've got.
Thanks.
It looks really impressive.
Thanks.
Must be quite heavy though. Like,
Yeah, it's not heavy. I'm pretty strong.
They
Don't
also
touch it. It
stopped
could
to
hurt
watch.
you.
Anyway,
Is she going to say stuff about sex again?
I really do hope so. He said the words coincidence in relation to your name, so I'm not sure if that's helpful to you or not. But.
Yeah, no, thank you.
What's the scariest thing you've ever seen?
I mean, probably the things from about a month or two back when there was a enormous tentacle came out of the ground.
Oh my gosh.
And,
You're so brave.
It wrapped around me. Right, you can kind of see where it's damaged the armor around the back here.
Yeah, I see.
See, just around the back.
Eyes darting back and forth.
It's like it wrapped around here, and I just had to.
Yeah.
I just had to sort of like
By the way,
get out of the tentacles.
Yeah,
and
we fought some stuff like that too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah, I stabbed it and hit it with my maul.
you were really brave.
Did a good job.
And then she turns around and does this.
I love that.
Do we have an Owen mini or no?
I was looking for something that was appropriate for him. I don't
Oh,
actually
I've got
have
one.
Get something sexy. Tiny teddy. Tiny teddy. He's a tiny teddy. There
He's
you go.
missing an arm. Oh, coffee.
Cameo.
Can we get claps for Ben Williams? Ben Williams, ladies and gentlemen.
He gets us our coffees.
Yeah, that's his job.
That's his main job. He's a runner.
That's his job. He gets coffee for us.
He's always around, even when we don't need coffee.
Actually, who is that guy?
Are you saying, Rob, by virtue of getting other minis out, that you don't want a tiny teddy representing Owen?
I can think he's quite grumpy with this one.
I mean, the
the
tiny
angry
teddy
one.
is perfectly
Oh, is
fine.
he the
for
angry
me.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Aw. He's missing an arm.
Is he one of the grumpy ones?
Do you guys remember the song, the Tiny Teddy song?
No,
It was
what
an
was
ad where they sang, "There's a rainbow in the sky,
yes.
6 miles
Yeah.
high.
So it's
There's a
something.
rainbow in the sky."
Brought to you by
Tiny,
Tiny Teddy.
And cucks.
Tiny Teddies and cock.
Not cucks, just cuck, full
cuck, sorry,
stop.
Just cuck.
The concept.
The concept
Singular.
of cuck. Great.
So,
So as we're walking,
walking.
Resmorn kind of walks beside Owen and says, "So,
Do you know more about dragons, this area?
I know quite a bit about dragons. Yeah, I've had an interest in them for some time.
Right. You heard of the concept Drasamar?
Drasamar, yeah. Folk who are born touched by the influence of powerful dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that what you got going on?
Yes.
I see. Right. What Drasamar are you?
Well, my sister goes,
Are you lying? Or?
How much do I want to tell it? I never knew until just yesterday. I met some orcs in the forest, the Windwalker clan.
I've heard of them, yeah. I've had interactions.
We did a druidic ritual, and I saw a vision. I think I might be a white dragon Drasamar.
White dragon?
Mm.
I never heard of white dragons.
Neither had I, but I saw a vision, and ultimately, I do not know. But the vision, it felt real. It felt like it was being communicated by nature, higher forces.
Where are you from?
I'm from Karzovna? Hang on.
Something like
I always get the V and the Z around the wrong way. I am from a small town out east, Karzovna.
Karzovna. Oh shit.
Why are you rolling dice?
That's in the Human Kingdom's Eastern
Yeah.
Plains, Eastern Plain border.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it. I've not been there. Well, I've never been there personally, but
I have not been there in a long time.
I've never heard of white dragons. I would have thought that I'd have heard of them if there was such a powerful influence in that area.
As did I. Being Drasamar, I was effectively exiled from my town, but I've always been fascinated by dragons, tried to find out what I can.
Yeah.
I never heard of white dragons before last night, and I was curious, but apparently you not heard of them either.
No, no, unfortunately not. I have heard of a dragon by your name. Your name is a draconic name.
Yeah, that's why I took it.
Yeah, Rasmorn. But I didn't know of any that lived in that area. Make me an insight check.
Come on, dice. Fucking just help me out. 11 plus 4, 15.
You don't pick up that he's lying about that at all.
Oh no.
Great!
Which means you may have beaten him and he's not actually lying about it.
Yeah, but you're phrasing.
You don't pick up that he's lying about it at all. Whether he's lying or not, you don't
And
know.
I know that
don't
you
pick up
sometimes say that when it's just, yeah, he's not lying. But sometimes you say that when they are lying and I haven't picked it up. So that doesn't help me, Rob. You
Nez kind of like speeds up his short legs and toddles up to the two of them and goes, "Hey, Owen, how old are you?"
Well, I actually lost count a little bit, and time doesn't work quite the same way in all planes, and I am a planeswalker.
You're a what?
I'm a planeswalker. From an early age, I had an ability to teleport myself to other places. I could step into what I call the ethereal realm.
Air hostess? You walk planes?
Yes. I am a air steward. I found that I could, even as a kid, I could step into like the ethereal plane and then reappear. And
How'd you get that power?
I don't know. I'm born with it, I guess. But anyway, I'm around 28, I think.
Just 28?
Sure.
Oh.
Why?
What year was your birthday?
It was my birthday.
bouncer.
God damn you, Adam. I've got to fucking find out what year it is.
I'm
and figure
almost
out
18.
It's a
that minus whatever.
I'm
it is.
almost 18. Almost.
It's always like, are you
Currently,
Yeah, yes.
And where I'm from,
Shut
the
up,
age
Talia.
of where I'm from, in the age of
Fine,
consent
I'm
is 16.
fine.
So
Fine. Talia, don't.
I've always been told I'm mature for my age.
I know you're stumbling, but does he stumble at all?
I just checked that and he does not. He tells you it is 51. I was born in 51 of the third age, which is 28 years ago.
Yeah.
where is that? Okay.
How about you?
I was born at the end of the. Born at the beginning of the Third Age.
Oh wow, you're older than you look.
Yeah.
How about?
I can't remember what I made.
Using sunscreen.
We said he's the equivalent. We said he's the human equivalent of a 60-year-old.
Yeah, that's right,
and goblins are older.
Yeah, Goblin's older. So actually, he may have been born at the end of the Second Age, actually.
Somewhere in there.
Born at the end of the Second Age.
Wow.
I've seen a lot go through Ezerim.
Yeah, you've lived through a lot. How about yourself, Talia?
I don't know which year we're in right now. The same as you, I would say.
Oh, really? You look younger.
I'm not sure if I should be offended by that.
Not like naive. You just look youthful.
I'm in my 20s.
I suppose. I
in my
suppose you're right.
Yeah.
But I mean, you and I don't look the same age, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I generally tend to stay away from dragons. I imagine that would stress one out.
Yeah, they give me a few greys, I'm sure.
Rasmussen's like, me too. If I had hair.
He continues up the mountainside a little, just general chit chat. You're not getting with your carried over 20, whatever it was from before. You're gathering that, I'll say because you got that 20 plus insight of what was it? It was 20, 24?
So it's 24, yeah.
You do gather in the time that you do spend together with that same 24 insight that he is trying quite hard to flirt with Magpie and getting little back.
Right.
You also pick up on the fact that he was like, when I said he's very charming and knows it kind of thing, he is using that in a way against with Soot, but not like he's not trying on with her. He's just kind of being a charming guy so that she'll like him. But you pick up on that he's like he's probably got a need to be liked. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's like he is a ranger that interacts with people like Schmargonrog Citadel and the Windwalkers and dragons, and like he gets around by being liked.
There's something I don't trust about that man.
Yeah. I mean, do you think Talia is safe with him?
I don't know. He just said he's very good at manipulating people.
Yeah. Maybe I should get in there and save her.
What?
Yeah. Because she's clearly in trouble, so I should get in there and stand next to him and talk to him.
Really?
Yeah,
No
I could
other
do that.
reason you want to be close to him?
No.
You know what I love? Rolling dice. It works out so well for me. And you know what I love even more? Rolling Viva dice. VLDL themed dice. Available at vldl.shop along with other D&D merch. Baradun and the Dickheads. Look at this guy. Look at Bob. Isn't he the bobbest? Buy our stuff.
You have a mustache in that picture.
Yep.
How do you get into Schmargonrog Citadel, looking the way you do?
It is a walled city, but the people on the gates tend to be a little lax with their security. So either you can sneak in, or you can bribe your way in, or you can just find a way when they've forgotten
I'd
to put
imagine
a
you stick
curtain on
out
dude.
like a sore thumb.
I do, yeah. But it's a place where if you've got coin, you've got worth, and if you're not
Why do I
affiliated,
know that?
if you're not affiliated with the alliance per se, if you're more of a third party, then they tend to look the other way about caring about whether you're what you are. But I have been accosted quite a few times in Schmargonrog Citadel. I don't tend to go there all that often, if I can help it. So what brings you there? What are you heading for? You said it was a first point of call.
Do we want to tell them that we're heading to the Darklands? What have you haven't told them much so far, have you?
No.
We're going there to meet up with some contacts. We're thinking of going out to the Darklands.
Oh, Darklands. That's a long way. I would not recommend it. I mean, obviously, I'm not here. Far be it from me to tell you what to do. I have, yeah. I've been pretty much all over Azerim.
Well, then you may have heard about this, that there's whispers that there's a resurgence of dragons out in the Darklands.
There have been dragons in Darklands for some time, just not white ones. Yeah, they've been there all along, really.
In the human kingdoms, we'd heard that Tyrellian killed them all.
Yeah, I think that's something that was being bandied about in Tyrellian's favour. It meant that he was not challenged. A lot of people thought, well, if he's the last one, there's no point going after him, because at least when he dies naturally, then the dragons are gone for good. And so It's not it's a rumor that he's happy to have out there about himself. Makes him sound more powerful than he actually is. Not that he's not powerful. He just looks around as if to be like, oh, if there's any ears and eyes watching any spies or anything. Yeah, not that he's not, but like it makes him definitely puts him forward as like more than he is, and more capable of the mass genocide than he actually was.
Well, I got a few friends in Schmargonrog that are going to send us over to the Darklands.
Well, that's very brave of you. You're heading over there because there's dragons there. You'll notice he's also got like a little handheld stone chisel sort of thing, and he's just chiseling at a tiny little stone in his hand as he walks.
I'm sure you know well, and he flicks a coin, that dragons are a prized possession.
Yes, quite. Not to be underestimated, though. Very dangerous creature.
What'd you say he's flicking with?
Just a little stone. He's picked up like a little river stone, and he's just carving like little stone carvings. Well, it's up ahead. You've crested over a hill now, and you see Schmargonrog Citadel coming into view. You know that. Let's see. You can see that there's a few watchtowers dotted around the mountainside, and radiating out from the citadel. There's a bunch of dusty farms and small wooden villages. Protected by the stone towers, the watchtowers with the orcish watchmen in them. A lot of the watchtowers are just empty. It seems like they're there in case they need them, but they're not all constantly manned. It's a pretty rough, harsh life on the sides of the Mount Schmargonrog, and you can tell that with the lack of resources here, there's probably a lot of infighting as well. You see, at the centre, sort of radiating in towards this, the actual citadel itself, you see a gigantic steel-fortified home of the Pact. It's built into the slopes of Schmargonrog Mountain. Enormous stone walls reinforced with steel surrounding the city within. I'll get a history check to see if who remembers anything about Schmargonrog Citadel. And which of you do you think have actually been here before in person?
You've definitely been here.
You've probably been here on a smuggling quest before. Would you have sent Razmon before on his own, do you reckon? Or like as part of a smuggling thing?
I wouldn't have sent, because you're human, right? Like portrays human. Yeah, I wouldn't have sent him to Schmargonrog.
Yeah. So
whereas she can shape change.
Because she can shape change, and
I've travelled like. In Resman's backstory, he has travelled basically all over Azure.
I'd imagine, maybe even before working with him, like more full time, like as more of a mercenary temporary thing, one or two jobs a year. You've probably been here on your own volition, just not as part, and then like used your ability with wild shape to get by. So you three have been here. You definitely wouldn't have, but you'd have
heard it from my
read about them in history books. There's just this momentary, just one of these auditory flashbacks. We just the camera just kind of zooms in on you as you hear La Luna.
La Luna.
You hear La Luna.
Pay attention! You never know when you're going to need to know about Schmargonrog Citadel.
I mean, you're 17, right? That would have been the end of the Second War. You would have been a kid, and literally the Pact and the orcs are from Schmargonrog. The Pact is the Horde,
the bad guys,
the bad guys.
The ones that the Alliance were fighting.
Trolls, goblins, kobolds.
And my parents my mother probably is doing like diplomacy missions during that time, right?
The diplomacy missions your mother does in the the actual powerful diplomacy missions she does are mostly on the down low, like in the behind the scenes. Like
she wouldn't be openly walking into.
Not a lot of people know that she is actually.
But she would come home
constantly talking
from
about
something,
stuff.
right?
But she does come home from things and has like exotic new like whatever and new fabrics and like a cool new helmet or whatever, horns and whatever. You've seen aspects, you know a little bit about it on periphery. What was your history checks?
4.
You don't remember much about the place?
17.
17, okay.
23.
10. All right, so with the 17 to 10, you remember that, it's mainly the orcs and the trolls that built it. They started building it about 20 years ago during the end of the Third Great War. And then while they were digging into it, you two remember that from history that they met kobolds, like in the side, like they dug into the caves of the mountain and met kobolds and brought them into the Pact as well. And then in the aquifer, is aquifer the right word? In building the aqueducts to try and get the hot water into the city to get running water, they also started to encounter the Murgols, which are the fish people race. They met the Murgols, they brought them into the Pact as well.
Love those guys.
And with a 23, you say?
Yep.
With 23, you know that the person in charge of the Pact rules from here. He's an orc by the name Gerlin Bonebreaker. And he's relatively, like as orcs go, he's a relatively nice guy. Like he doesn't
He wants
not,
peace.
He's not warmongering. He is wanting peace. And I think with your fingers in pies as much as you do, and understanding underbellies and stuff, you probably are aware that Queen Brianna is sort of having these secretive meetings with various people. He is one of the people that she would have secretive meetings to try and broker peace behind the scenes. Sort of. Mm-hmm. So with this, you approach the city gates.
Ooh.
We're not that close, are we?
No.
Yeah.
No,
I don't want to get into a good old situation again.
Duck! You are approaching the city gates, and Owen says, look, as I say, not super well received here, and I'd rather not get closer than I have to, so I think I'll bid you adieu. It's been a pleasure. Holds that.
When are we going to see you again?
Well, I mean, that's strong grip. I like that, yes. I'm around, and if you need me, if I need you, I've got this, and he flicks the black coin. And if you need me, I suppose...
Sorry, these pins suck.
I'm
very annoyed. Continue.
If you need me, I suppose and he gets the little stone that he's been carving at, and he's got a rather rudimentary stone ring that he's created. Because if you'd like to take this, I can find out where you are, and if you ever need me to come find you, with my abilities with moving around quickly, I can possibly come find you. It's been a pleasure, Rasmorn. And he goes out for a handshake. Do you?
Something about this dude. I don't know, man.
Look, this is where I'm going to have to say my goodbyes, unfortunately. But let me give you a little parting gift. It's just something to keep track of you.
Keep track of us?
I mean, find you in case of emergencies.
That is suspicious. Let me do an insight check. Nope, it is no longer suspicious. That is fine.
I just nodded him. I go, yeah. Good to meet you.
Lovely to have strong friends, Owen.
Agreed.
Does Tali still have a mental connection at all?
No, you used that up, but you can do it again. You've got more psionic dice.
She was just going to be like, bye. See ya.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Nice to meet you.
And you.
Good luck.
Well, so long. And he turns around and starts heading back down the way that he came from, leaving you to approach the city at your leisure.
Right. If we're going into Gurdon, into Schmargonrog.
We gotta make tracks.
We gotta turn around.
That's a long
if we going into Schmargonrog, you three gotta.
Where do you think he's going?
I don't know, but we got more pressing matters.
Maybe you can slip the ring.
You pop the helmet on.
I can sneak in if you want, probably.
Well, I just think shape change, basically.
Shape change, right.
And I guess wild shape? I don't know.
Yeah, I could wild shape. So how long are we going to be in there?
Because looking like this, I can get in no problem. But you three, not so much.
I'll be an orc.
No, I think you just put the helmet on, and that'll do for you.
The helmet on and don't talk.
I'll act like an orc.
That'll be fantastic. Good on you, Soots.
I'll just turn into a goblin that looks related to Naz.
Yeah.
My helmet goes on.
I'm gonna do the accent as well.
Nice.
Nice.
Now you can actually do the accent.
Now we're in it.
I'm wondering if I shape change into like I was going to say a giant lizard or something. You can either like have me
with like
on a
caught
leash
you or
kind of
something,
thing, or you're riding me or whatever. But I don't necessarily want to be so big that you can ride me, because that's going to be a fucking nightmare to me.
What's the smallest thing you could turn into?
You can. Those are the six things that I imagine you are going to be turning into.
Yeah,
you can also turn into small lizards and shit.
Yeah. So maybe I do just do that.
You could just be a small lizard that's like on my shoulder type thing.
Yeah.
Like Tangled.
Yeah, like Tangled.
All right, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
I'll just do that, and then because I can wild shape rather for 3 hours, and so we just have to make sure we're not walking down the street in 3 hours' time when I just go.
Yeah. I'm sure we can get into some den of mystery or inequity before 3 hours is up.
Yeah, cool.
And what are you here for?
I mean, Naz has a lot of contacts in the underbelly of.
For Kevin.
We're here for Kevin.
Yeah.
Who?
Kevin. The guy who can take us to the doctor.
Kevin is my. I can't remember how we learned that, but I've written down Kevin is my contact in Schmargonrog.
JC told you. JC told you. Get to Schmargonrog Citadel.
I only got a mic for Lenny.
There will most certainly.
Love you, Lenny.
Well, let's say that there is a. Oh, I think I did say this at the beginning. There's a arm of the black coin in Schmargonrog.
Yeah, I mean that's what JC was saying. Like one of our contacts, Kevin.
So we just need to get to the black coin.
Working with us. So you are approaching the gates. You shift into what did we decide? A tiny lizard?
Yeah, just a small, like long-tailed lizard that I'm kind of crawling around.
It's gone now.
Oh, that one was from yesterday.
Does it feel like it was from yesterday?
Because that's the one from yesterday.
It's the difference between cake and biscuit, isn't it? Because biscuits start hard and go soft over time. And cake starts soft and goes hard over time.
I never thought about that, but that's
true.
Incredibly true.
So we're all.
But yes, I turn into just a small lizard that's kind of on Fuckface's shoulders.
Cool. And then you're a goblin that looks like him.
Yeah, I'm your sister, I guess.
Hey!
I'm your sister.
Point of order. You can change as a changeling into whatever you want to look like, but your clothing doesn't change.
Oh shit.
So you can also, with your hex blood magic, you can also cast disguise self.
Oh yeah.
Lasts for an hour and makes an illusion over the top of you, so you could make an illusion of
clothes
looking
are too big, or?
Well, she's human-sized with clothing, so like she could.
Size. I could be a small.
So I'm just saying, like, if you have a disguise kit, you can do, or you can turn into a goblin, then like tuck up the hem of your, because you're wearing like a long black trench coaty sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe just tuck up the hem. Yep.
Just give me a disguise check, essentially, just to try and disguise the fact that you're wearing human clothes.
Anything
stealth?
Yeah, disguise 19. Check. So it'll be disguise kit. You'll be proficient in disguise kit for sure as a changeling. So intelligence or dexterity, whichever's higher.
Up top.
Dexterity is definitely +3. So
cool. That's 3. That's 3 from proficiency. 6 onto that. 16. Cool. 16 is basically the DC for them to notice that you're wearing human clothes that you've tucked up to try and look like goblin. But yeah, you shift yourself down, transform with your mask of faces thing.
What do you think?
You look like you're from the human kingdom, so I might say I took a wife.
All right. You're like a father to me, but sure.
I know it's going to be weird, but
it's a goblin. Wait, she's looking like a goblin, but
well, not like a goblin. I took a wife in Gurdon.
We got married in a church, I guess.
So is she not looking like a goblin?
What she is, but because she's wearing human-like clothes, she's a goblin from Gurdon.
Got it. Goblin from Gurdon rather than goblin from the Larnan Islands.
Yeah,
got it.
It's me, your wife.
That's frickin' perfect. Oh my god.
It's me, Jennifer.
Almost convincing me to actually take a goblin wife. Oh my god.
This guy, I hate him.
I've come home.
I just look extremely scary.
Put your helmet back on with
suddenly,
the eyes.
for some reason, I grow a couple of. It seems like anyway, I grow a couple of feet. And the glowing red eyes glint from underneath the helm, and just like from joints in the armor, just a little small smoke comes out.
We do have
very slow, very intimidating. Sauron.
Such fearsome plight.
Because it is orcish armor, right?
Yeah.
It was originally sort of inspired by it, but then the king came down and went, it's not going to look right for my daughter to be walking around in our enemy's armor. So like change this to be like more like the Lich King that we fought, and this one, and so there's elements of lots of different things inspired. And you approach the gates. You see that there's one orc, big burly, intimidating dude that's on watch, as it were, just kind of leaning against the wall, not really paying attention.
Naz takes the lead. Hey boys!
Snaps to attention and stands up.
Nice to see you. It's been a while since I've been back. And he's just kind of tapping his gold pouch on his hip.
Slow. Say again. Slow. You speak Orc?
And yes, he does speak Orcish.
Switch into Orcish.
Switch into Orcish. Don't know. And I'm going to speak English. Continue.
What were you saying?
I said it's been a while since I've been back. And again,
do I know you?
He's still. The name's Naz. Naz Grimracket. Some of the boys on the wall know all about me.
That one, he doesn't recognise that you're putting your pouch or have any recognition of what you're trying to indicate.
What are you doing here now?
I'm coming home, of course.
Who are you with?
Well, I've been living abroad for a wee while, and I took a wife, and I thought I might show her the family home.
I'm here to see my family home.
Give me a performance check with advantage. 20. What? No, not 20, yeah. Makes sense. They completely buy it 100% recline and sink. And who is this? Bodyguard?
Yeah, when you're someone as important as I am, you gotta travel with muscle.
I just come behind and go like that.
Good.
And goddamn, he's an intimidating one.
Make a persuasion check with advantage because of the backup.
16 and 18. And persuasion is 5.
Not as high as Burden's used to be, but still pretty good.
Plus 5 though.
18 plus 5, what do you say? 23? Yeah, he goes, all right. And he steps aside and
I don't even need to give him coin.
slams the... No. I mean, you're welcome into this. It is a relatively open city.
Yeah.
They don't have locked doors except to their enemies, and goblins aren't their enemies.
Yeah.
So he lets you in with the intimidating armor passing by. Definitely buys that you're an orc in armor and lets you back in.
Because you're tiny. I was like, where's the fourth one of us?
He's a teeny lizard on your shoulder, and they didn't even notice. The door slams behind you, and you find yourself in Schmargonrog Citadel proper. It is very ramshackle, isn't quite the shantytown sort of style, where they haven't been around long enough to have fully established what the different districts are. They're constantly shifting. There's buildings going up and being torn down, and there's fights breaking out and burning down buildings and things. So there's constantly buildings on top of rubble of other buildings. Their streets are very undefined. Mostly cobblestone. A lot of the buildings in here are built with stone and steel mostly. And you've now found yourself in the Citadel with no particular idea where to go. JC told you to go to the lower city in order to find Kevin.
Sure. I mean, I do a history check if you want, but surely I know where the headquarters.
You can head to where it was the last time you were here and be like, surely it's not moved too far from there.
Yeah.
And you start making your way through the city that way.
Okay, let's just do that.
All right. I'm just going to roll a percentile die to see what, if any, people accost you in the streets while you're here. Because I've taken the population density of the different types of people that you see here. It's mostly about 40% orc that you're noticing, about 20% troll, with give or take roughly 10% Murgle, Kobold, Goblin, and then 10% of every other race like Tieflings and things.
And there are essentially no humans.
Essentially no humans.
There'd be basically.
If you'd see humans, then they might be half human, half one of those other races, or they'd be humans that have clearly made a name for themselves, and they're basically I'm an adopted.
There'd be no humans, elves, gnomes, dwarves, none of them.
They are the enemy, and they would be treated in the same. They may be human prisoner of war or human slaves or something that have been kidnapped from the wars and kept here and stuff. It's nasty stuff. All right, so let's see what, if anything, you encounter on the way. All right. But you see them, they're around the corner, they instantly have an issue with you for whatever reason, and...
Yeah, what we do here, boys?
Hello there, my large dim-witted friend. The name's Naz Grimwreck.
Give me your money.
Hey, I got lots of money, but you gotta give me a reason to give it to you.
I'll crush your head.
So you find yourself in the bloody stool. You look around the place just as you're entering. It's the sort of thing where the shutters go and somebody's just been thrown out. Classic.
It's nice to be home. We walk up to the bartender. Hey, how's it going?
Is that Naz?
It is Naz.
Naz, how you doing?
It's great, Oslang.
Are you enjoying this show? Are you enjoying our D&D content in general? You want to support us and help us do more? You can buy some of our stuff, like a... Oh my god, he's ghosting me. He's ghosting me with a t-shirt. That's what happens in Ghost, right? Demi Moore goes, hey. Buy our stuff.